This morning, a judge will hear arguments in Twitter's request to speed up its lawsuit against Elon Musk.
So, as you know, Musk is trying to back out of buying the social media giant, saying Twitter is withholding vital information about the number of users, actual human users on its platform, versus how many are bots. But Twitter is suing to force Musk to complete the $44 billion deal. Joining us now is journalist and contributor to Wired.com, Chris Stokel-Walker. His latest article is titled, "Twitter Has Entered the Elon Musk Twilight Zone." It's a compelling read. Thanks for your time this morning, Chris. One thing that I just think we shouldn't forget in all of this is an argument against who's real and who's not, the users. But in the merger agreement that Musk signed on the dotted line with a lot of high-paid, I'm sure, lawyers around him, and the same for Twitter, there's no mention of bots. There's no mention of who's real and who's not. And this is yet the ground on which he's trying to pull out. How precarious legally does that make Musk's argument here?
I think it's pretty significant, Poppy, and I think it's notable because any lawyer worth his or her salt will probably be pointing to that and saying, well, Elon Musk wanted to take over Twitter way back in April because he thinks that Twitter has too much of a bot problem. And now suddenly we get to July, fast forward to this point, and he's trying to back out because, again, he thinks Twitter has too much of a bot problem. I guess the Musk point of view would be that, Twitter has filed to the SEC saying it has 5% or fewer of its accounts being bots, and Twitter basically is held to that. Musk disagrees, obviously, although some of the methodology that he's suggesting to try and identify what is and what isn't a bot seems relatively shaky to the data scientists that I talk to. But yeah, I think ultimately the whole idea is a bit of a farce.
Yeah, and he had the chance for due diligence before signing that deal.
Yeah.
The other thing that has happened here is that since he signed this deal, Twitter's stock market value has dropped along with the rest of the stock market, as has Tesla's stock value. And by the way, he was going to borrow a lot of money from Tesla to make this purchase here. So why should, not just people at home, but why should the courts believe that his desire to pull out is not tied to those dropping graphs you're seeing on the screen there right now, but rather to the bot issue, as he claims?
Truthfully, I don't think that there is any justification for that. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing Elon Musk's bluff being called here. He offered to buy Twitter at a premium of 38% over what it was trading at the beginning of April. We've seen since then the price essentially cratering. And now that there are all of these issues, it seems difficult that the value will ever be recovered. Because ultimately, it's often weird if we don't look back at the last 3 months, Poppy and Jim, at what's actually happened. Elon Musk has kind of dragged Twitter's name through the mud, and likewise, Twitter's fought back and said that Elon Musk isn't a fit person. So, as Poppy said, I think we're in this weird twilight zone where Twitter wants a boss that doesn't really think it can run the company.
I mean, so Chris, to your point, let's take the billionaires out of the equation, because what matters to most of the folks here are the people that work there, sort of average folks. And you've been talking to them, employees at Twitter. You talk about how they sort of feel leaderless in your piece. But talk about the actual cost to them beyond the reputational cost of the company. Like, what has this done to them, their careers, their morale?
It's on the floor, Poppy, to be honest. It's completely on the floor. Twitter has been focused almost entirely on preparing itself for this purchase and for this purchase to go through. So there's been a freeze on hiring. I spoke to someone who was offered a job at Twitter earlier this year and then had that job offer rescinded because of the deal. I've spoken to current employees who say that basically things aren't getting done. They're seeing headcount decrease, people starting to leave because of unhappiness and also because just simply their contracts run out, and ultimately things start to fall by the wayside. So there is a significant problem here, and I'm going to be reporting on a story later today which hints that there is a more significant issue beyond Musk in terms of morale and pay at Twitter.
Yeah, and has it poisoned Twitter for other potential suitors as well in the broader market? Chris Stokel-Walker, thanks so much for joining us today.